So I'm going to continue to talk about Paimon, the Lord of the Abyss, King Paimon, the void and the silence. And I would like to speak about, of course, the title of the book and the meaning, and connected to Paimon as well. And the void and the silence, the endless abyss. This thematic I've spoken already in the other recordings I made about the book. And so we have the void and the silence, So there's like a empty silence, And it gives a quality to the silence. It says the silence too has different colors. The silence too has different tones. The silence too has a different quality, And the Lord of the Abyss is the title of the book, Paimon, King Paimon, and the story of him is very, very old. And he's a great king. He represents himself as this enormous power, enormous knowledge, enormous dimension. Almost to say that the darkness is the space that is around everything. It doesn't say it conquers; it says it's around it. And we did speak about the magical abilities of Paimon, or the magical qualities he has, or he carries, or his talents, as a magician. I know that there are many. He has many, and mostly are focused on art, music, science, history, literature, astrology, the star. He knows about the universe as well, and his knowledge is as well as old as visionary, And the silence is connected to Paimon because that's what he represents. The silence. It's the silence around him, or the silence he carries inside him. Is to say, when King Paimon appears, no one talks. He is the one who is talking. So we always come back to King Paimon or Paimon, to his energy and how he is. And in the book you see this very much, the way he formulates his sentences, the way he talks, the way about what he talks and how he formulates. And there are parts where he repeats, and then there are parts where he says King Paimon. It's like when King Paimon starts to speak, he is being announced as King Paimon. And that has to do with the royalty, him being a king. And the abyss, the endless abyss, it's almost like a fall that never ends, so it's almost like like I've said, like a tunnel, a dark tunnel that never ends. So it does carry a scary element to it, the abyss, the darkness, especially the eternal abyss, It's almost like the abyss is something that we don't know what it means. What is the abyss, If it has no end, what awaits one there? And I think what awaits there is King Paimon. I think he is the one in the abyss, He represents the darkness. He represents that knowledge that he carries. The darkness can be seen as the knowledge that he carries. And of course, it speaks about the origin, which is very old, as I've said. this is more new ideas from me, or what I am finding out to believe for myself, not through my research. But it's quite new information, I will say. I try to do my research, and I like to have my unique artistic spin on them, no? But I do believe in what I'm saying, no? There is the element of the darkness, if we were to think from where the seed sprouts, no? It's almost like everything comes from darkness at one point. And then it's like we are moving towards the light, no? And the light that Paimon carries is him talking. He represents the light in the abyss. So King Paimon is the light in the abyss. No, he is surrounded by darkness, or he represents the darkness by him being in the darkness, in that, abyss that he is Lord of the abyss. But that darkness doesn't affect him, no? And by the fact that he is only talking, speaking, he carries the truth, the knowledge, the light. It's almost to say we will be nothing without knowledge. He carries the knowledge through time, no? And it's like knowledge is an important aspect of Paimon identity, no? And how he teaches. And that abyss, that endless well, is him as well too, because he's that well of knowledge, no? Because his knowledge never ends. He always talks. And that's the vision I had on the throne, no? Him reciting, he's always reciting. And he gives this knowledge, no? He is a testimony of this knowledge. And the mirror, if we were to imagine a normal mirror, no? In the darkness, in the total abyss, it will be like it doesn't exist, no? Because it will be impossible to find it, to see it. It is there, but probably will not be able to see it, or definitely not. And I don't know if one is possible to find it, no? In his throne, where I saw Paimon, he had black mirrors. It was like glass, no, on the ceiling, all around him in the room, but it was black, which could represent even better the abyss, no? It's like a glass surface which is black, and imagine a room filled with that, no? At the same time it reflects, because glass does reflect. So maybe glass carries some specific, even chemical compounds, or I know it's made from sand, which I said it's definitely connected to Paimon, no? The sand of time, the eternal, and so on. But it's a form of the magician, I think, because the magician knows many things and he likes to play with knowledge. And mirrors are extremely fun to play with. Now it's extremely interesting. One can play very good with mirrors. Mirrors show things that them being placed in some way, show different angles, and we're able through the reflection to see things that we will not be able to see otherwise. Without a mirror, we will not be able to see, ourselves in the mirror. And the element of fire too is connected to the mirror, because to create a mirror, that sand has to be pressed, and I guess it has to do with metal work, metallurgy, and transforming that sand through a lot of polishing. I don't know exactly how it's made, into glass, into a mirror that the surface reflects. And it's connected to water as well. I think the process of creating a mirror quite good exemplifies, the qualities of Paimon as the king of fire, Hephaestus in the Greek mythology, the metallurgy god, the volcan, the fire, the element of Mars. And a lot of the colors that accompany Paimon are, of course, in his robe as his duty. It's black, total black, but the colors that actually surround him are orange, yellow, like very warm colors. Blue, I hear light blue, yellow, orange, like the desert. The color of the camel, like this type, like not neutrals, but like warm, And Paimon too is represented in the book as an eternal seeker, eternal dreamer, eternal traveler of time. Life can be represented as a travel through time, and he likes knowledge to be shared, like that's the importance of knowledge. The knowledge not be locked in a box and kept away from others. Knowledge should be shared. Knowledge should be given, to others. And I think that's what Paimon does. He gives knowledge. He teaches. He's a teacher. He's a seeker. He has many functions. He's a king, but in that official work he has as a king or royal duties, he has other duties as well too, And he's a giver. I think he helps people who are less fortunate, so he likes to help. He is a helper of humans, and he does represent planet Mars. God Arzu, if one wants to read more from the Semitic culture, is depicted the same, like Paimon riding a camel. It is a sculpture somehow made in stone, and it does represent Paimon, And in some presentation, Paimon is depicted half human and half animal, like deities. It just wants to say that deities have the ability to transform their bodies, saying that they are deities, once they are depicted this way, the same as they did it in the Egyptian culture, to show that that is not human, it is divine. It's human, but it's divine. And Paimon is sometimes represented on the camel always, but half him and like human, and half like monkey. And of course the monkey too is connected now to Paimon, and has a lot of symbology to it. And it's almost like the king of the monkeys. It sounds funny, but it's true, because the monkeys they have the hierarchy of the king, monkey, and the ones which are under, and they're quite a military type of group when they are more together, and they strategize, And camels in general are not camels, monkeys are symbols of good fortune, money. So it says that Paimon is rich. Paimon is rich. He has good luck, he has good fortune. And I'm sure there is other meaning to this. Sometimes deities, transform through history, especially when one talking about very old one. And Paimon does have these aspects. Now it shows again that he is definitely old. And so when I say the traveler, you can see him in the desert, him riding the camel, and moving forward in his journey, no? So, and it means that he's a traveler, he's a seeker, no? He's a seeker of knowledge. That's what Paimon is. And he carries different qualities that, you know, it's not necessarily easy to express qualities in a person or a deity. And he's represented very official always when he's represented. Very, very official, no? And other aspects, the connection to the sun, saying, you know, the connection to the sun. He's like a sun deity, no? We have again the fire element that is connected to Paimon. And when one speaks about the mirror, he speaks too about the magical ability of getting information from other realms. No, it's almost like different cultures. The mirrors are symbols of other worlds. Sometimes they believe that the souls can enter in the mirror and live there. It's almost like there's this belief there is another realm behind the mirror, no? And philosophically, yes, there is, because the mirror reflects something. That's something, for example, one wants to learn something, and then the mirror reflects that reality. But if you look behind the mirror, meaning that you're willing to still go for it and have the experience, you create something new, no? There is a life behind the mirror, no? And the aspect of magician, you know, always sometimes in the esoteric knowledge, things are a little blown out of the way, you know, the way how things are not correctly interpreted how they should know, historically meaning, or from sources of knowledge. But in the esoteric meaning, no, there is the element of fire. So if you imagine a magician, he carries the fire. Now imagine like he has a ball of fire in his hand, and he's able to move that fire or make it burn faster or make it react to him. No, Paimon is able to work with the element, not work only, he masters it, of fire, no, because he is the king of fire. And then, of course, from fire, now you can get smoke. And with the smoke, if you put together the mirror, you know, it can blur the mirror, no? It can make it black, actually, even. Almost like not able to see anything, no, when it's smoke. And because I was thinking about the black mirrors that he has around his throne. But there's definitely if we think now of the fire, we think of the flame. It speaks about the eternal flame, the eternal being that remains no matter what. No, he's eternal. There is this feeling of deep knowledge, deep understanding. No, a being that is eternal is able to learn everything. No, there is no limit to anything. No, and there is in the book too a lot of beautiful sceneries from different times, and it is almost ready. I'm working every day on it, but it's almost ready, the book, and I'm going to publish it now when it's ready. and then one can buy it, and one can read it and have even a more close experience with the book. Now, once you have it, you can read and you can see what it means for you, or how you like it, how you enjoy reading it. Now, and I'm going to continue the series. I'm going to record other 20 minutes readings time now about King Paimon book, The Lord of the Abyss, The Void and the Silence. And thank you so much for listening, and I'm going to create other videos or recordings just like this, so I can continue this series. Thank you for listening. All the best. Bye.